Now, trouble is brewing in the G7 alliance as the new Ford Kenya presidential hopeful Eugene Wamalwa has now pulled out of the pact. Political parties and their preferred presidential hopefuls are in the race against the clock to lock up pre-election alliances before December the 4th. And as KTNS Eric Njoka reports, despite Prime Minister Raila Odinga remaining adamant in announcing any possibilities of an alliance, the quest and challenges in forming political alliances is gaining momentum.
Signs of strain are beginning to emerge in the nascent alliance talks between political parties that form the G7 alliance. The possibility of signing a political deal between Uhuru Kenyatta's TNA and William Ruto's URP by 4th December has now been put to question, especially after a section of URP supporters in Eldoret and Kericho denounced the alliance talks, demanding more consultations. The new protest against the TNA and URP alliance talks come on the backdrop of a recent joint campaign rally by Uhuru and Ruto in Narok that was intended to kick off a series of joint rallies.
Niambie niage ndugu yangu na nimwambie tuendelee kufanya kazi. Si ndio? Ndugu yangu kufanya kazi.
Justice Minister Eugene Wamalwa's new Ford Kenya party was also in consultations with TNA. The deal would have seen Wamalwa drop his presidential bid in favor of Kenyatta, but he opened a can of worms, saying he would no longer play in part in the alliance talks because he had been mistreated. He becomes the second to depart the G7 after Kalonzo also dismissed the alliance.
No wonder we are being treated as junior partners in all the coalition arrangements in this country. Na sisi tumeamua ya kwamba tuko tunaanza mazungumzo in the next 2 weeks, kufika mwezi wa December watu wa Western tunaenda kuwapa jibu. Si umesema tuungane?
KOTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli appeared to snatch the opportunity of an impending fallout between TNA and URP supporters to campaign for unity talks between Prime Minister Raila Odinga, Deputy Prime Minister Musalia Mudavadi, Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka, and Eldoret North Member of Parliament William Ruto.
Sit as national leaders and, if need be, come up with the two sides of the game, if it can be done like that, to minimize polarization.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga is believed to have given up on a deal with Ruto. ODM has repeatedly stated that it is not keen on forming another coalition government, reiterating that the objective is to win the general election and form a government that implements its policies without compromising on issues dear to the party.
Wakoli ni prezo mumuulize yeye iko na nani akisema natawala. Mimi niulize Kalonzo unasema unatawala wewe uko na nani?
More of these protests are in the offing countrywide. TNA and URP have currently cancelled joint meetings in the Rift Valley. As a result of such episodes, several aspirants have stated that a coalition between parties is the only way to ensure an electoral victory for their parties.
Kwa hivyo watu wanaweza kubandili yale ambao wanazungumza leo na kesho, lakini yote ikiwa for the national good, nadhani ni mambo ambayo ni ya kujivunia. Hatuna ubaya na watu wasitie shaka, watu wasiwe na hali ya taharuki. December 4 ni date kwa kalenda kabla ya mwisho wa mwaka huu.
As the clock ticks weeks before the set deadline, the political atmosphere is pegged on parties illustrating their might as to who will form an alliance or who may race it alone. Eric Njoka, KTN.